What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and we are here for another episode of Bill's Day Off. It is Tuesday, and hoping you are all getting ready to enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday, and hope you're all doing well, and let's get into the game. So today, we are playing my favorite game of all time. I'm talking video game, board game, card game, anything. This is my favorite game. Is Red, White, and Blue Racin from Plaay Games. I picked this up in 2016. Was looking for a good racing game, looking for actually a good sports game, and found out that there was this like NASCAR-like game, and I was like, oh, I gotta have it. And so I ended up buying it, saw a few videos from, first of all I hesitated for a bit, saw a few videos from Steve Tower on AFR, and then, yeah, once I was watching it and realizing what was going on, I was like, I have to have this game. So picked it up. I've played a couple of seasons of this SCRAM, which is the fictional set. I completed the 2016 and the 2017. Today we skipped a little. We time jumped. We're in the 2020 edition. And today we're going to race the Schlossburg Wineries 250. Let's think about it as the road course out in California. 2.55 mile length road course. So we are going to be playing 22 turns. Oh, geez, look at me. Amateur hour. I don't have a pencil. There we go. At least I didn't fall off the chair this time. So we're winning already. Anyway. So this is a 22 turn race. And my apologies in advance for any and all sounds outside. We've got kids who like to, we're on a side street here, so we got kids who like to ride mopeds. We got a lot of, people trying to shortcut this road, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of loud noise. I apologize in advance. So this is 22 turns. Let me mark that on our paper here. So I use the NASCAR formula for mostly everything. See, a school bus just went by. So we do stages, and what I like to do is, one, I try not to put the stages where pit stops are going to be, because I don't want the pit stop to outcome the end of a stage. So we're going to put the stages at 6 and 12, and then the third stage is at the end at 22. So think of this, now I'm saying turns. Don't think of these as laps. Think of them as kind of stretches of time. It could signify 10 miles. That's generally what they go for, so a 50 turn race will be like the 500 miles for like Daytona. So think of it that way. So when you do a turn, it's not, oh, he passed him this lap, he passed him this. It's over a stretch of time, this move happened, that type thing. So we're going to do 22 turns. It's a very short race. It might be the shortest race on the circuit. Hopefully we won't have the situation that I always have when I get on Twitch and I roll a rain out. I've done that at least 3 times where I've rained out on a Twitch stream. But that's okay. We'll get through this race. This is race 5 of the 2020 season. So far, Wayne Montana, who is starting 19th, has 2 wins. Trevor Trostel, who is on pole, has a win. And Chuck DeFaro, who is starting 16th, has a win. Although Chuck DeFaro, has struggled every other race, so he needs some points. We want to see him get some points today. So other than that, we'll talk about what goes on in the game. Now, just a little side note, a lot of a lot of people have different, rules and home rules and, you know, interpretations rules. So if I do something that's a little different from what everybody else does, I apologize, but everybody has some sort of little thing. That's the great thing about like a lot of the Play Games is that they give you the broad spectrum, and then it's left to your imagination, like the stage things, the way the points are, anything you want to do, you can do. And so, yeah, if I do something a little different from, say, AFR or from Play, I apologize, but it's just, I've seen how some people play, and then I want to incorporate it, but I've always done it a certain way, so I just can never switch the rules. I actually, my qualifying, qualifying's already set. I did that probably a few weeks ago, actually. And in the 17 and 18 set, or the 16 and 17 set, sorry, I did the charter system, with the trophy drivers. A lot of cars have trophies on the bottom of their thing. So I made trophies like a charter, but in the 2020 set, there's 42 teams with trophies, so with 43 spots, I really couldn't do that, because then all these non-trophy drivers, like Coach Thomas, who is the only driver on the field who doesn't have a trophy, there'd be nine or 10 teams fighting for one spot. So what I did is just regular straight up qualifying now. If a trophy driver misses, it's on them. In this race, actually, this is the first race where every trophy team is still in. Nobody missed the race. So that's good. Oh, AFR Steve is in the room saying, "Go XM Racing, Team 3 for life." Team 3 is in the race. Where are they? It is not Nick XM in this race. It's Aaron Hartley, but he is starting 13th. So, but we got Trevor Trostel on the pole and a surprise in the front row with Stone Gillen in the 38 car has a performance chip. And we'll talk about these in a bit. But he has got a good position for him at the start. And again, this is a very short race. Position is going to mean a lot. So what we got is a couple of die. Black and 2 metallic. These are going to tell us what action is going to happen during each turn. And then we have another set of 3 die, the red, white, and blue, which are going to tell us what actually happens. Who moves up, who moves down, is there trouble, stuff like that. But happy to have AFR Steve in the stream. As I said a few minutes ago, he is the reason, his videos were the reason that I ended up getting this game. Let me get such an amateur. I don't even have the proper cards out. Uh-oh. Oops, I hiccup on my stream. So here we go. That's the problem result. We're going to go to that probably later. Hopefully we won't hit the rare result of rain out, as I've done that on stream a few times. But we're going to start. It's not a live stream without a hiccup. Yeah, just 2 weeks ago, started a stream, fell out of my chair when the yellow peg on Mr. President, I went like that, hit it off the table, went to get it, and fell right out of the chair. So it's not a live stream without a hiccup. So here we go. We're going to roll our first turn. Turn 1 of the Schlossburg Wineries 250. And it is a black 3, so if it's with the black die, 1 and 2 means the top group, 3 and 4 means the middle group, 5 means the bottom group, and then 6 means a duel. So we're going to go with a 3 and a 6. So 6 on our lovely card here is control. So That means we're going to go through the middle group and we're going to check every driver that has control. And we're going to roll the red, white, and blue die and see, do they have enough gas pedal to try to advance, then see who they're going up against and seeing does the other person have enough brake pedal to stop them. So our first person is Steve Tower's least favorite driver and current #1 seed, Wayne Montana. He is first. Now he's got 5 gas pedals, so he should be fine as long as you don't roll a red 6. Gas pedals are, you need the number of these gas pedals right here, the number of them or less. So in this case he's got 5 gas pedals, so you take 5 or less of the red, and then we'll should see the other dice a second. So he rolls a 4, 4, 5, which with AFR Steve in the string, he knows that that's not good for him. So 4 is enough gas pedals. He's going to go up against the 4 in the white die position, which in this case is Julie Justice, and 5 brake pedals. Now Julie has 1, and she gets another 1 for being in the top group, but 2 does not equal 5, so he will take the position, and she will go back. So Wayne Montana going from 19th to 5th. Okay, so now we go along the line. Jason Leonard is next. He also has 5 gas pedals. But he rolls a red 6, so no. Chuck DeFaro, our opening round Iceberg 600 winner, rolls a 5, 2, 4, but he only has 4 gas pedals, so no. So here comes Kevin Pettis, I think our actual point leader. I think it's between him and Wayne Montana. Pettis has control star, which means he gets 2 attempts to move up. So he's got 4 gas pedals, but he rolls a 5 on the first one and a 5 on the second one. So unlucky. Parnell Drake rolls a red 6. Aaron Hartley in that XM Racing 3 rolls a red 5. No. Austin Bigler rolls a red 6. Ace. Clark Snook. Okay, Clark Snook rolls a 3. So that's good because he's got 5. So he's going to go up against the 3 white die position, which is Vic Holder. And he's got a 4 for the brakes. And Vic Holder can only block a 1. So Vic Holder is going to lose the position to Clark Snook. Matt Bush is next. Matt Bush with a 2, 1, 6, which means 2 gas pedals. He's got 5. He's going to go up against the #1, which is Stone Gillen, and he's got 6 brake pedals. So he obviously is going to win that battle. But Stone Gillen had that performance chip that he got in qualifying. So he's going to use this chip. He could use it 2 ways. To either advance if he doesn't pass a quality check, or he can block the advance of someone else. So Stone Gillen's going to use that chip to keep his position. Now, that's not the way he wanted it, but it's going to keep him there. So we're going to go to Link Revere. Link Revere rolls a 2, 1, 6, so it's actually going to go the same case, but so Gillen will actually lose his spot to Link Revere instead. So Gober Sosaby is the final one of this first round, and Gober Sosaby rolls a 5 gas pedal with the 3, so no. So that was our first turn. We had a few positions moved up. Montana, Snook, and Revere moving up. A few drop down. So let's go into turn 2. Oh god. Nice are flying. So we have a 6 with a 6. So what's going to happen is we're going to do a feud roll or a dual roll, sorry. And it's going to be Chris Wynn in the 7th position with the 6 white die spot. And he's going to go up against Link Revere. So he's going to roll his gas pedal check and try to go under the number he has, which is a 4. And he rolls a 4, so he will take the position from Link Revere. Now Link Revere has to roll for in the escape group and try to go under a 6 to make sure he didn't have trouble while this duel was happening. And unfortunately, he rolls an 11, so he is now in trouble. So what happens is we're going to roll under the trouble roll, and it's an 11. No, he is a 9 because he's a C. He's a C driver on the 9, but there's also a +1 for the track. So he's going to be a 10 for today, or for this third of the race. So as long as I don't roll another 11 or a 12, he'll still be in the race, but he's gonna fall back. Okay, so he rolled a 9. He's safe. Now, so what happens is that there's a caution. Everybody moves up a spot. In the caution, everybody moves up a spot. In just a problem roll, like somebody has to pit or this, then there'd be extra rolls that will show later on. I'm sure there's going to be a problem roll somewhere in there. So everybody moves up. Now, one of the kind of rules that I do that I got off of, and I apologize, I don't know the name of who did it. But I got it off of the free Play page, the Play Games page, which again, if you get any of these Play Games page, go to the free page. There's always extra add-ons to things that are great, even if it's just, cool scoring sheets or stuff like that. But one of these was how to do lap down stuff, and so, basically like I said, everybody's got their different rules. In my home rules, if somebody has a problem or somebody has trouble, that within reason, there's a few, like if you have just a tire rub, you're not going to go a lap down. If you have something, if you're loose in a turn, you're not going to go a lap down. But in this case, they're going to go a lap down. They're going to get a red chip, and they will have to either catch a lucky dog, not a lucky dog. They'll either have to catch a free pass somewhere down the line or roll for a lucky dog if there's another caution, if they're lucky enough to have that break. So that way we're going to take a turn for turn 2 for the duel, and then a turn for caution. So we're actually now into turn 4. So with the stages very, very short, because this race is very short, that's a benefit for people like Trevor Trostel, for a Moondog Hamilton who's not a full-time ride, to get some points here. Alright, so we got lead group and smart drivers. So now everybody who has a smart is allowed to be in it, and which is funny is Steve's going to hate this, but Wayne Montana has this caveat in his deal. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but in the second spot here on this side, it says smart, but it's painted in a different color or printed in a different color. And the reason is on the bottom it says smart when in the top group. So if he was in the bottom of the middle, you wouldn't roll for him. You get to roll for him in this case. So, but now the defense is going to be a little harder for these guys because the leader gets 2 break bonuses plus the one he has, plus if he has smart in his repertoire, which he does, that's another one. So he can block 4 brake pedals, so you can only beat him by a 5 or a 6 blue die. So looking at smart drivers, Corey Wallace is first. And Corey Wallace rolls a 4-4-3, so he could advance, but he's not got enough brake pedal to make the pass. Right. So Wayne Montana rolls a 1-3-2, so not good enough. Clark Snooky is 4-3-4, so not good enough. And that is it. That's the only people who could do it. And we're actually going to have the same different dice combination, but same roll. It's going to be, oh no, this is control now. Okay, that was smart. This is control. So it's lead group for control. So same situation. He can block 4. But now he's going to have to go up against these 4 here. So Gober Sosabe from that famous racing family, the Sosabes, which you can, when we do Bill's Day Off Demo Derby Smashdown, you will see a Sosabe. And he rolls a 2-4-6. That is, he has 3 gas pedals. He can beat 4 brake, so he is moved into the lead. So now he has to defend. It's not like the roll ends. He has to defend against these people now, and he does not have a brake pedal, so he can only block 3. So Corey Wallace rolls a 2-3-5. That is good enough to move him into the lead. So Gober falls back to 6. Corey Wallace is in the lead. Wayne Montana next. Wayne Montana rolls a 1-5-2. So gas pedal good, brake pedal not good. So he is going to stay where he is. And Clark Snooky rolls a red 6, so no points there. So we are going to our final turn of stage 1, right? Basically what Corey Wallace would like is me to roll a 5 and make it be the bottom group, and he doesn't lose any positions. And he'll win the stage, but we'll see. And actually it's going to luck out here, and it's going to be basically a blank roll. I could technically, if I wanted to put, it's a duel with a feud or fume. So yeah, we'll do it. We have 2 drivers who, this is basically if you have drivers who have, in this case, I don't have anybody fuming. There's nobody from last race that still has a beef or anything like that. But we do have 2 drivers who had an issue already today. So we can roll on the feud and fume. I have to go to the other. Oh, live TV. I have to go to the actual to the original boards and read the fume items. And we will roll 2 die. I tend to. It depends. Usually at the start of the season I do a lot of feud and fumes, and then towards the end of the season I start not doing it. But I did remember we have 2 people we already have seen fight. And it is a 7. So the rabbit goes to the bottom. Uh-oh. So that means the rabbit is the one who's leading, and then the turtle is the person who is behind. So if they were, if they were close together and one was ahead, it's rabbit. So since the rabbit goes to the bottom, that is Chris Wynn in 2nd place. Now, so you're wondering, what is this thing? Think of this as sort of like, now this wasn't a caution though. I don't know. There was no yellow flag, so I guess we'll roll to see who goes into that spot. Well, luckily Stone Gillen rolled a 2, so he moves up. So think of it as like, okay, you know, Link Revere is a lap down right now. He happens to, you know, here comes Chris Wynn trying to drive around the lapped car, who's kind of mad at him. So, Cam Crowell does not roll well enough. So neither does Evan Utek. So Amy Sarah takes the spot. So let's just say Link Revere took a little payback when Chris Wynn was driving by, and this is going to force Wynn to the back. We'll say they bumped. Now, and it actually kind of works well with the road course, because, you know, on a road course you can spin a guy out and there's not a caution. So we'll just say, yeah, he got spun. He had to push back. Well, he had to go back to the pits afterwards, and he's now at the bottom. So a little drama here. We'll put them in the feud and fume category. This isn't over. So yeah, we'll put the 15 in the 83. But we'll have to write that it's Revere, because I think, is there 2 drivers in the 83 in this season? I think Rinky is in the 83 as well. So we won't have Wynn and Revere. Well, Wynn pushing Rinky around when it wasn't. Alright, so let me just write down. That was turn 6, and that is the end of stage 1. So we are going to have, let me just write down my top 10, because they are going to get points. So Corey Wallace is the winner of the stage. Moondog Hamilton getting some points. Clark Snook getting 3rd. Wayne Montana gets 4th. Gober supposed to be 5th. Trevor Trostel gets 6th. Stone Gillen gets 7th. Matt Bush gets 8th. Vic Holder gets 9th. And Austin Bigler gets 10th. Alright, so, and it's actually a big deal. Even though we're in race 5, the point leader after the regular season gets 15 playoff points bonus, and so Wayne Montana right now, who already is the number 1 seed for playoff points, is wanting to get to the points lead too, and he's taking on Kevin Pettis for that right now, and Montana will get a bonus here, and Pettis will not. So we are going into turn 7. This is the pit stop turn. So everybody's going to get to pit. Some people might advance with a fast pit. Some may fall back with a slow pit. There might even be a penalty. Who knows? So the first thing we do is we roll the dice, and we look at the 5 and the 6. So the drivers that are in the 5 and the 6 positions in the top and the middle group are going to switch. Okay. And then the black die says 2, so that means the people who are in the lead group are going to be able to attempt to get a performance chip. So what we do is we roll the fast pit, or we roll against their fast pit and try to go under the number that's on here. So Trevor Trostel is an 8. You want an 8 or under. And if he does that, he gets a performance chip. So Trevor Trostel's up. He rolls a 6, so he gets one. Stone Gillen's a 3, so this is going to be a tough roll for me. And it's a 7, so he does not get one. Gober Sosabee's also a 3. He rolls a 10. Wayne Montana is a 10. He rolls an 11. Oh! Clark Snook, 9. He rolls an 11. And Moondog Hamilton's a 7. He rolls an 11. And Corey Wallace is an 8. And he rolls a 10. So the only person out of a 7-person roll who got their pit check was Trevor Trostel. So what happens is anybody who has a blue chip moves up. If you don't have it, you go down. So in this case, Trevor Trostel is going to move up all the way to the second place and be in a good position here. So Trevor Trostel will have what it takes to get his second win of the season already. So now what happens is we roll the black die. We decide who's going to challenge the leader here. And it's going to be Wayne Montana. And so Montana's going to roll his gas pedal check. If he gets under his gas pedal check, he will actually take the spot from Wallace and assume the lead coming out of the pits. And he does. He rolls a 4. So Montana's going to lead going out of our pit stop turn. But Trevor Trostel has a chip. We will see what happens in stage 2. All right. Let's roll. We got some big names here that are stuck in the bottom group. We haven't had a bottom roll yet. We got Jordy Pettis and Ray Bob Walker sitting way in the back. And our first roll is going to be a top group heat roll. So now Wayne Montana has a heat. He actually has heat star. I know there is a rule, and I know there's a rule that, you know, heat star gives you 2 brake pedals, but that would give him 6. But the leader's never allowed to have 6. Nobody's ever allowed to have 6 brake pedals. So I just tend to honor, just wipe that star off for right now. I know there's probably an actual rule for that, but that's just how I've always played it. So, so they'll have to defend against or they'll have to try to beat a 5. So only a blue 6 is going to hold on that. So Gober Sosaby. Oh, thankfully Dyson didn't hit the floor. It doesn't count. Gober Sosaby rolls a 3, 2, 6. He does manage to knock Wayne Montana out of the lead. What a race for Gober Sosaby right now. Next one is, and the only one left, is Moondog Hamilton. And Moondog Hamilton rolls a red 6. So Moondog Hamilton is having a great race, but Gober Sosaby takes the lead on turn 8. Oh, here we go. We are going to have a bottom roll for the smart quality. So now, what I tend to do with these, lap down cars is, if they're going to roll like they would normally, but instead of moving up, if Chris Wynn beats Julie Justice, instead of Wynn taking Justice's position, Wynn will just get his lap back. So, so Wynn is the first one. And he rolls a 1-5-5, which is odd. So when you're placing the middle person, the red die is a gas pedal check, but it also shows odd or even. So it's the odd driver in the 5th position, which is Amy Sarah, and 5 gas pedals. Chris Wynn will get his lap back. Now, because Link Revere is still a lap down, and Chris Wynn is ahead, or now doesn't have has gained his lap back, he's going to move up 1 position to that. Okay. Sorry if I'm getting confusing, but okay. So Jeff Daly is up. He's got 2 stars. Well, he's got a star with his smart. So he gets 2 attempts. First one is a 4-6-1, so even 6. Even 6 is Marlon McGarry, and 1. Unfortunately, McGarry can block 1. He can't block 2, but yeah. So Jeff Daly gets to roll again. And he rolls a red 6, so no chance. Brooks Bilovich, our 2017 champion, rolls a 5 on the gas pedal, which he has a 4, so no. Neil Wallach rolls a 5 on the gas pedal, no. Scott Steckel, and that famous 55 car that's just been a plethora of drivers. He rolls a gas pedal of 5, no. Jordy Pettis and Wayne Montana don't have smart. So Kerry Casiola in the 33rd position. 165, so odd 6-5. So Kerry Casiola is going to knock Julie Justice to 33rd. Ooh, one of our top point people way in the bag. Chase Fetterman gets 2 rolls here in the 98 car. 4, 3, 1, so even 3 is Parnell Drake, but he has a brake pedal, so no. And a red 6 is no. So we go up to Stu Urich, Disco Stu Urich as Steve would call him, in the 28th place. He's going to roll. But he rolls a red 5. Noah Fralix in the 27th position rolls a red 5. And Evan Utek, formerly of Sour Beer Nissan Racing, before he went to Chevy. And I think the 2018 set, when I owned my own team. He did not pass the gas check, so no. So here we go, turn 10. Not much happened there. Casiola moved up. We have 4, 9. So Reflex in the middle group. So now we check Reflex. Here's Marlon McGarrett. Red 6, no. Jason Leonard. 151. Now you know that if there's a blue 1, you know that it will never get into the top group because everybody gets a bonus for being in the top group. So you'll never get a blue 1. Just like you'll never get a red 6. Chuck Tufaro. Chuck Tufaro, red 6, no. Parnell Drake. Parnell Drake 512, no. Aaron Hartley in the 3 car, no. 543. And last but not least, the 8th place driver, Matt Bush, rolls a red 6. Not a lot of moving around in this race. But it's honestly, it's a road course anyway, so why not? Ooh, 11, we're going to feud or duel the 9 drivers. So it's 7, 8, 9. So these drivers here in the 5th position in the middle group are gonna. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. These fifth row drivers in the middle group are gonna duel against the first row drivers in the middle group to try to steal positions. So Amy Sarah first. She'll take the position from Vic Holder. What a good run for Amy Sarah. And Vic Holder does not beat his escape. His escape was an 8. He rolled a 9, so he is now in trouble. But we'll roll Mooch Thomas first. Mooch Thomas misses the roll, and now he's got to escape. And he's going to fail. So, oh my. So, 2 for the price of 1. So we'll roll their trouble rolls. We're going to roll their trouble in order of which they came in. So Vic Holder, 17th, he is a B. This is the middle third of the race. So it's a 7 plus 1. So he's going to need an 8 or less. And he rolls a 9. Vic Holder is out of the race. So Vic Holder will be our 43rd place finisher. You will only earn 1 point for this race. And now Mooch Thomas. Mooch Thomas is an E. And it's the middle third. So he's a 5. He has to roll a 6. He rolls a 10, so he is out. So Mooch Thomas. So basically what they're making it look like is that, yep, there was a duel, but you know, there was a little jockey for position, and Mooch Thomas and Vic Holder ended up getting knocked out of the race. They got into each other and took themselves out. So our one trophy driver is now gone. So there is a caution. And this is actually going to be huge because there was two drivers. You're going to take a turn for the turn, and two for the fact that there were multiple drivers. So that's going to end our stage. So Gober Sosapi is going to get a playoff point for being in the lead at the end of stage 2. And now, just as NASCAR, when there's a caution flag, the first person one lap down will get their lap back. So Link Revere, who had been a lap down, is now back. So 1, 2, 3 laps. 3 turns done. So we're going to put Gober Sosapi as the winner. Trevor Trostel is second. Moondog Hamilton in third. Clark Snook in fourth. And Corey Wallace in fifth. Wayne Montana will get 6th place points. Stone Gillen 7th. Matt Bush 8th. Amy Sarah getting some playoff points. And Austin Bigler again getting that. Aaron, and I'm almost positive, I'm not sure if it was Wynn or if it was Bigler, but one of the two got penalized at the first race of the season, like sanction points docked. So yeah, I'm almost positive it was Bigler, and so getting a few points, even just small points, is a good thing. So we got we're at turn 14. We got 8 turns to go in this race. Let's see what happens. Could we have a first-time winner, or is Trevor Trostel just sitting there with that performance chip, waiting to take a second win of the season? All right, so we're gonna start up with a 3-7. So it's middle group, rolling for Smart. So Evan Utek. And Evan Utek rolls a 2-1-6. So he's going to actually take Trevor Trostel's performance chip. We're rolling Smart. Okay. So Kerry Cassiola next. Cassiola rolls a 3-5-6, and that's going to make Steve Tower very happy because Gary Cassiola is going to take Wayne Montana out of the top. So now it's Marlon McGarry. McGarry 4-1-5, so McGarry's actually going to knock Trostel out. So we're getting a new set of players after stage 2 ended. Steve Tower giving the thumbs up to Wayne Montana's departure from the top group. Jason Leonard. Jason Leonard rolls a 3-4-3, so 3 yes, 4 is Corey Wallace, and Corey Wallace can only block 2, so Leonard comes in. We're starting to see some power players showing up. Chuck DeFaro, guy who really needs some points even though he's won a race. 2-5-5, 2 is good, 5 is going to knock Cassiola back out, and Tafaro is in. Kevin Pettis, our either point leader or our second place points. 4-5-2 cannot block because Tafaro has Smart and that bonus point, so no. Aaron Hartley. 5-4-2, no gas pedals. Austin Bigler. 4-6-5, so Bigler can beat Stone Gillen. So Bigler is now in. And that is it. So what a change in order here. We've got McGarry, Tafaro, Leonard, and Bigler all showing up in the top group in this roll. Turn 15. And it is a duel between the 6 driver. So Bigler and McGarry are going to go at it. Bigler with 5 gas pedals. Should take the spot easy. And he does. McGarry can escape with a 9. And he does. So he keeps that spot. No. Is he, Steve, he keeps the spot, right? He doesn't go all the way back. I think I did that wrong earlier. He keeps the 7th spot. He doesn't go all the way back to the bottom. It's if he rolled trouble. Okay, no, I did it right. I just had a brain fart for a second. Sorry. He keeps the spot if he can escape, if he can roll the escape roll. The thing that happened with Link Revere is he did not get the escape roll. He did not get the escape roll. He had to roll on the trouble and saved himself in the trouble roll. That's where I got it. Okay. No, it's right. I just, brain farted for a second. So yeah, Bigler's in the right spot in 2nd. McGarry's in the right spot in 7th. And yeah, the Revere win thing is right as well. Okay, so that turn is done. So we go to 16. And it is a 6-6. So it's middle group control. Uh-oh. Your boy might come back. No. Evan, Newtek, 2-3-1. We know a blue 1 will not work. King Croyle, 1-5-4. 1, yes, 5-4. Oh, he took Chuck Tafaro and put him back. As long as Tafaro gets a middle-of-the-road finish, he'd be okay, but he's been struggling. Wayne Montana, 3-6-6. Yes, he will take Marlon McGarry's spot and is back into the top group. Trevor Trostel, 5-2-6. No. Corey Wallace, 4-2-5. That's going to be good. 4-2-5. So he's going to knock out Moondog Hamilton. Oh, it's a little sad. Moondog's had such a good race. Kerry Cassiola, 2-1-5. So he'll take. Well, Kerry will take Bigler. So Austin Bigler started out hot this stage. So our point leader. Actually, I don't know. I'm not going to fish out the book, but yeah, it's either Pettis or Montana. But Pettis, who's having a hell of a season, gets 2 shots at this. 4-6-1. We know that doesn't work because of the blue 1. And 2-5-1. So no. Parnell Drake, red 6. No. Aaron Hartley, red 6. No. And Amy Sarah, 2-1-1, no blue 1, and Matt Bush as our final round. Oh no! Matt Bush rolls a 4-4, which means we go to the problem roll. So Matt Bush is going to roll on the chart, and he rolls a 44, oil pressure, roll for damage, or roll for repair. So, he is going to be a in the final third, +1, so he has to roll a 7. And he rolls a 10. Matt Bush, starting in 8th pretty much this entire race, is out of the race. In 41st position. So he'll get 1 point for the race, but he'll get, because the bottom 5 get 1 point. But he also did have 6 stage points. So he'll get 7. So now we're going to roll to see if Cooper Mixon gets into the middle group. And he does. It's Cooper Mixon in that 24 car. There was once Tom Rossi's. And Mixon started off as a understudy part-time driver for the 99 team. I'd like to say he was Rookie of the Year in 18, but I never finished that season. Alright, so there we go. That turn is done. We are going to the pit stop, and this is the final pit stop of the race. And it is a... Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to check this one, but it's a 6-1-4, so the 1 and 4 driver switch. I made another live TV boo. I never switched up the TV drivers with the regular drivers. I have the list though, so I can just check it. But what happens now is when you look for performance drivers, just so 1 and 2 is the leader, 3 and 4 is the mid group, 5 is both, and 6 is TV drivers. So unfortunately, there are cards that look like this that are yellow that represent TV drivers. I didn't actually put them out because I qualified a couple weeks ago, so I forgot to do that. But I have the list right here of people who are in that thing. So Stone Gillen. Wynn is not in the middle group. Daly is not in the middle group. Vic Holder is out. The 92 car is right there. Okay, so it's Gillen and Drake, and the 49 of Sosaby. Okay, so it'll be Gillen, then Drake, then Sosaby the leader. Oh, this could be Sosaby's day. So Gillen rolls first. He's a fast pit of 3. He roll a 7. Drake is a fast pit of 5. He's a 7. And Sosaby's a fast pit of 3. So I roll an 11. So nobody gets any performance chips. And we'll see who rolls to attack the leader. It's Kerry Cassiola. And 3 gas pedals is good enough. So Cassiola takes the lead with just 5 moves to go. Ooh, 18 is... Oh, balls. It's bottom group TV drivers. Well, we know for a fact that it's Chris Wynn. It's Jeff Daly, because the others are not in the bottom group. Because middle, there's Wynn, there's Daly, Holder's out, and the other 2 are right there. So, okay, so there's the TV drivers. Now, they're just basically rolling straight up against the others. So, Chris Wynn rolls a red 5 that doesn't work, and Jeff Daly, who's been stuck in this back of the pack all race, rolls a 3-2-5, so an odd 2 is Parnell Drake, and that's going to be good enough, and Drake goes all the way to the back. Oh. And there you go, Jeff Daly. Patience is a virtue. And now he's sitting at 11th with just 4 turns. Oh, interesting roll here. We've got lead group heat, but we also have double 4s, which means there's going to be a problem roll. Now, I generally do the problem roll after the main roll. I let them fight, let them do their thing. You can either do it both ways. But yeah, I generally do the heat roll first, then a problem roll. Let everybody get settled out. So Wayne Montana's got 2 heat. He's got a star on his heat, so he's got 2. We rolls a 5, 1, 4, and 4 is good enough to beat Cassiola. Uber Sosaby does not. 4, 1, 3. The 3 is not good enough. And Jason Leonard 3, 4, 2. So the 2 is not good enough. So now what you do is you roll your red and white die. The red die is going to be what position has the problem, unless you roll doubles and then it's the leader. So we're going to roll. I know what Steve's choosing. Oh. It is a 2-6, so Corey Wallace is got to roll on the problem rule. And he rolls a 45, which is radiator damage. Roll for repair, and I don't know, because Wallace is an A, so it's going to be a 7 or under. But I roll a 10, so Corey Wallace, having a heck of a day, running third, has issues and is out of the race in 40th place. Now, the good thing is Wallace did earn a stage win, so he will actually get 16 points just on stage points, so he'll have 17 points for the day. That's ABRC says tough break. It is. I like Corey Wallace's history in a game, so, and that's the thing. If you've played the SCRAM series, you get attached to the stories. You know, the drivers who were in underfunded teams. Corey Wallace was a non-trophy driver for a while, so you get these stories and you want them to do well. Oh, Moondog Hamilton subbing today, or in the ride for that 73 team that normally has Joey Plonka, has moved up to 7th. Who is going to get that 19th spot? It will be Alex Hodge. So everybody move up. The one who's the guys who are probably sitting there going, okay, I'm liking this a little bit, is Justice, Walker, Jordy Pettis, especially Jordy Pettis, because he's having a rough season. So just to be sitting in 32nd right now is not a good thing, but Jordy's going to need to pull some wins. We're 5 races in the season, and for me to say that, it's not been good. So here we go to turn 20, 3 turns to go. Oh, well, here's a shot. It's going to be Star in the bottom group, and 2 of those 3 names I just mentioned have double Star. So this is the shot. All right, so we look through. Neil Wallach having a star. He is worth 1, 4, 3. 1 is good. 4, odd 4 is Marlon McGarry, and Wallach is going to knock Marlon McGarry all the way to the back. This road course is not being friendly to the to the big names. Gary Pine. Gary Pine rolls a 2, 2, 4. Ian 2, 4 is going to knock Jeff Daly all the way back again. And Gary Pine, a multiple-time winner in the SCRAM series, even though he has 2 gas pedals, no brake pedal, and he is moving up. Jordy Pettis has 2 shots here to move up. 4, 2, 6. Even 2, 6 is going to just take over Gary Pine's spot that he just took. And Jordy Pettis is now in the top 10 and still can roll another time. And Jordy rolls a 3-2-6. So Jordy Pettis just moved up 30 spots. What a great third part of the race. That pit stop really worked. Tom Rossi. Tom Rossi 2-3-6. Even 3-6. Austin Bigler is going to go down to 31st. Tom Rossi to 12th. Ray Bob Walker, 2 chances here with the stars. 3-1-5. Odd 1-5. Aaron Hartley is going to fall to Ray Bob Walker. And Walker has another shot. And Walker rolls a 4-3-3. So 3 is Gober Sosaby. And a little sad. Gober can't block that. So Ray Bob Walker moves into 4th. So next up is Julie Justice. Probably, I think, 3rd in points, maybe 4th. She rolled a 5-2-1. Not great, but who knows? Even odd 2-1. No, Kevin Pettis isn't going to let that happen. So she's going to stay back in 29th. Pete McAtee, the 2016 champion. 1-3-4. Odd 3-4. Amy Sarah's going to fall back. Piston Pete McAtee. Here's an interesting one. Paxton Mclaren. I mean, I was showing about Wayne Montana earlier. Paxton Mclaren has a faded out star with an extra star quality, and the caveat to that is only if the track is 1.3 miles or longer. And this is a 2.5 mile track, so he gets 2 chances to move up. We have not heard anything from Paxton Mclaren, but here we go. He rolls a red 6 on the first one. And, but 2-3-6 on the second one, so even 3-6. Even 3 is Tom Rossi. So McLaren takes the 12th spot. But hey, good jump for Rossi. Went from 31st over here down to 22nd. So good 9 spots. Monica Merrick has a star only when in top and middle group. She's in the bottom group. And Justin Mahler rolls a 3-6-6. So Justin Mahler is legitimately going to switch the next position, go from 20th to 19th. I'm just going to swap back down to 20th. And that was a very exciting move, number 20. So with 2 turns to go, you have some of the biggest names in this SCRAM series now in the top group. You have Wayne Montana. You have Jordy Pettis. You have Ray Bob Walker. You have Cam Croyle. You have Jason Leonard and Kerry Casiola. And who else is in there? Moondog Hamilton. Still trying to play spoiler. What happens if Moondog Hamilton wins? Does Joey Plonka give up the seat so that Moondog can make a run for the championship? I don't know. Middle group, Heat. No, I'm sorry. My apologies. Bottom group, Heat, and I rolled doubles. Okay, so this is actually the last roll we can do with the bottom group because you can't do a bottom group roll on the last move. So we are going to roll this one for Heat and see what happens with problem after that. Let's win first. Trying to salvage this day after that Link Revere issue. And he rolls a red 6. Parnell Drake. 1, 2, 4. Odd 2, which is Kevin Pettis. He's gonna have a terrible finish. Oh no. After 4 dominant races, Kevin Pettis is gonna be finishing probably 37th. Jeff Daly. Jeff Daly 154, so odd 5. 4 is Evan Utek, and Utek can't block that. He is Austin Bigler. And odd 4-2, which is Neil Waller. And you can block 2. No. Chase Fetterman. Fetterman 5-6-4, no. Raul De Hoyos, a former driver of the 55 car. Like I said, they've had everybody. He has got double star in that 74 car. 2-5-4. Yes, 2-5. Even. Oh, but he knocks Chuck Tafaro. Remember, I said Tafaro needs points. Oh, yes. Moving up, getting another shot. 4-4-6. So, no, not good enough. And Sarah, no. Noah Fralix. And then Tom Rossi, and that'll be it. Noah Fralix does not have 5 gas pedals, and Tom Rossi does not either. Alright guys, the final turn of the race. So, who gets it? Does Wayne Montana sitting in first get his 3rd win? Or do we go to a... does somebody steal that spot? Oh, it is a duel in the top group. So Ray Bob is going to go after Jason Leonard here. Now, this doesn't mean that Wayne Montana's won already, because if a caution comes out, we keep rolling. We go into overtime, but... Oh, Ray Bob does not get it. He rolls a 6. So he has to escape a 10, which he does. So that is it. It's basically a blank roll. That is the race. And Wayne Montana has just taken the season by storm, winning 3 of the first 5 races of the season. Second place goes to Jason Leonard. Third place, and thankfully for his season, but Jordy Pettis comes in and takes 3rd place. Ray Bob Walker, who is well in the playoffs, I think Ray Bob's like probably 5th or 6th in points. Had another great finish with 4th place. Cam Croyle, who I will always know as my first ever winner in the SCRAM series, gets 5th. Kerry Cassiola 6th. Moondog Hamilton tried to be the spoiler, but what a race. First top 10 for Moondog Hamilton. Trevor Trostel. Remember poor Trevor Trostel, and I think it was the 17th season, who started the season injured. Aaron Hartley took over, won Rookie of the Year, basically outed him from his ride for the season. Supposed to be in 9th, Clark Snook in 10th. Parnell Drake in the 11th position. Parnell Drake was... I forget what number Parnell Drake was, but he lost his ride. And it was funny, I had seen the spoil. What's great about Play is that, especially when the season, if you, like I was playing the season while the next set of cards was coming up, and so Keith had already posted a snippet of what happens on the off season, so I was able to make it so that I knew Parnell Drake was leaving, and he had rolled this ridiculous roll in qualifying that he got like arrested, non-track arrest, so that I ended up suspending him for the final 3 races, and then obviously the team fired him for that, and that's how he ended up on the 92 team. Piston Pete McAtee in 13th. That's what I like about this game, is there's so many. You're racing the game. You're racing, but you're also creating stories too. Austin Bigler. De Hoyos with a nice 16th place finish. Jeff Daly in 17th. Cooper Mixon, the future, is in 18th. Justin Muller in 19th. And let's go to our bottom group. People who struggled. Alex Hodge in 20th. Monica Merrick in 21st. Tom Rossi in 22nd. Tom Rossi is a favorite of on the high volume game stream we used to have when he was in a much stronger car. He could defend anything. Oh, pencil break. We used to, the phrase in the stream used to be nobody can beat Tom Rossi. Noah Fralix, Disco Stu finishing in 24th. Kurt Bryson in 25th. Amy Sarah in 26th. Oh, poor Chuck DeFaro. I mean, Chuck DeFaro needs to stay in the top 30. He finished 27th, so, he's going to... If you get top 30 points, I guess it's okay. Chase Fetterman. Julie Justice in 29th. A very bad finish for her. Always a top. Has been in both... has been in the top 5 both seasons that I finished. Aaron Hartley in that Exum Motorsports car finishes 30th. Neil Wallach in 31st. Gary Pine had that one moment of greatness, ended up not working out. Evan Utek, 33rd. Scott Stickle in the 55. Marlon McGarry in 35th place in the 91. Brooks Bilovich, the 2017 champion, in 36th. One of the top point getters, Kevin Pettis, in 37th. And then the two guys who just, let's be honest, there is probably a fight going on in the parking lot. Or, I mean, not in the parking lot, on pit road right now between Chris Wynn and Link Revere. There's a fight. There's probably a lot of pit crew guys trying to stand in between them. Chris Wynn and Link Revere. And as I mentioned earlier, our 4 drivers who did not make it, or who did not finish: Corey Wallace, Matt Bush, Mooch Thomas, and Vic Holder. Alright guys, that is Red, White, and Blue Racing. The Schlossburg Wineries 250 easily my favorite game of all time, board, card, or video. So thank you for watching. Definitely had to get this one out on the board. We will be back for Bill's Day Off on Sunday. This video will probably come out, a few days from now on YouTube, because I just posted one this morning or last night. So this will probably come out right around the holiday, and then we'll go. We'll tape another one on Sunday, because that'll be the next day off that I have available. I actually had a list of what we were playing, but I'm not. I'll post that later. But thank you for coming in. Thank you, Steve from AFR, for hanging out, being in the chat. And hope everyone has a fantastic holiday. Eat lots of turkey. Take a nap. And we'll see you very soon. Alright. Take care now. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.